Hey, and good morning, and welcome to Coffee with Wes. And here's the coffee. And my name is Wes, and I am the interim pastor at the First Baptist Church of Cutler. And today's Friday. This is a good day. This is our day to get everything wrapped up, looking back and looking ahead to the weekend. And oh, by the way, it's National Pie Day. National Pie Day. So what kind of pie are you making today on this March the 14th, 314? I like chocolate cream pie. I like lemon meringue pie. I like raisin pie. I like mincemeat pie. I like blueberry pie. And coconut cream pie. And you can go on down the list. And if it's pie and it has a crust, I probably like it. And so just think about what pie you're making today on National Pie Day. And hope you get that done and hope you observe the day as it is intended to be observed. And we'll go from there. And it's also, we talk about the March the 14th. We're in the middle of the month of March. And you remember the old saying, beware the Ides of March. And Caesar should have taken that into consideration, but he didn't. Et tu, Bruto. And so anyway, that's a little Shakespeare there. We have a little culture on our time together, on our coffee time. We try to throw some culture in as we can, and it just comes natural, just kind of flows, right? Just kind of flows from who we are. Anyway, the reason why I say beware the Ides of March is because, man, we've had some great weather last couple days. It was up in the 80s yesterday. Beautiful day, beautiful evening, that daylight saving time. We saved up that hour for the evening, and my goodness, it was wonderful. But we've got some storms coming in today down here in southern Illinois, and I guess a lot of the Midwest as well. So we want to be careful about that. We want to be safe, have a safe place, have a plan, know what's going on. And I think we're in a category 4 or zone 4 out of 5. So yeah, it could be dicey, but then it could be nothing. Who knows? But just be ready. Just be prepared, and for all that's going on. Okay, let's get started here, and let's move on and get going. So today we're going to conclude our study on Jesus's third sign, or his third miracle. And we're looking in John chapter 5, where Jesus heals this man who was lame for 38 years, from the time that he was born. And so, as we've said before, this is key to understanding these miracles. The miracles are not done just so people can say, well, I had a miracle in my life. But the miracles are done as specifically as John portrays them in his gospel. These miracles are done so that people might see, that they might point as a sign, might point to Jesus as the Messiah, as to who he is. So this sign about Jesus healing a man born lame is a sign of his authority. Not only his authority over the physical things that are going on, but his authority over the law, over the Sabbath, over the religious leaders, as he heals the man on the Sabbath. And then one other aspect to this, and I don't want to give you too much and overwhelm you this morning because it's Friday, but it's also, we see in here the idea, the understanding that when Jesus works, he works way beyond our expectations. The man just expected Jesus to get him into the water, but Jesus went above and beyond all of that. And our verses for today are John chapter 5, verses 19 and 20. So let me read them for you today. So Jesus explained, John chapter 5, verse 19, and he's explaining to those religious leaders who had scorned him for healing on the Sabbath. They didn't rejoice in the healing, but they scorned him for healing on the Sabbath, and the fact that he claimed divine authority. He claimed connection to God the Father. So Jesus explained to these folks, I tell you the truth, the Son can do nothing by himself. He does only what he sees the Father doing. Whatever the Father does, the Son also does. For the Father loves the Son and shows him everything that he's doing. In fact, the Father will show him how to do even greater works than healing this man, and then you will truly be astonished. So here Jesus is speaking directly to his deep connection with the Father. And he says the Son can do nothing by himself. He can only do what he sees his Father doing. There's the connection. So Jesus' entire ministry, and hear this, was a reflection on the will of the Father. His miracles, his teachings, and even his compassion for the sick and the hurting was all part of Jesus' mission to reveal the Father's love for the world. Now, we often get confused, and we think that Jesus is the compassionate one and that the Father is the stern one, the good cop, bad cop. Jesus is the good cop. Jesus is the compassion, identifying, and the Father is the bad cop. He's the strict disciplinarian. But that's not the case. Jesus came to reveal the heart of the Father. So know this, the Father's compassion is for you. Here's application. So Jesus' obedience to the Father's will shows us the importance of living in alignment with God's purpose and desire for our life. Just as Jesus relied on the Father to know what to do, we are called to seek the Father's guidance and to do the Father's will and not our own. Jesus came not to do his own will, but to do the will of the Father. Here's the thought for the day. This is what you can take with you on this Friday day. Are you living in alignment with God's will for your life? Are you is your will aligned with the Father's will for your life? And just as Jesus demonstrated, we see right here, we are called to seek God's direction in all that we do. And when we parallel align our will, our heart with God's will and God's heart, we will see, here's the payoff, we will see God's power at work in our lives. Are you living in alignment with God's will for your life? As you do, you will see the power of God work through your life. Okay, that's our devotion for today. We do this Monday through Friday about this time. We're a little bit early today, but we were a little bit late yesterday. So it kind of, balances out. You all have a great day. You all have a great weekend. Let me invite you, First Baptist Church of Cutler, Sunday morning, 9:45 Bible study. We'll be looking at this exact passage. 10:30 is our worship time. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.